So now we'll discuss applications of estimation of DNA. So कहाँ DNA इसकी applications जो होती हैं. So first of all is CRISPR. What is it? CRISPR is clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. And with this technique, it is able that we are able to know to edit genome for the desired results in a better way than which we do in gene cloning, in splicing, and in editing. So, ज़ाहिर है हम जो जीनोम के अंदर जो changes होती हैं वो हम बेहतर तौर पे इस टेक्निक से कर सकते हैं. And with this technique, it is possible that we can modify genes for food. We can modify gene in different organisms, like in food crops. We can alter the DNA in the germ lines in humans and other animals for designing babies. So we can have different offsprings of organisms and in human beings with desired characteristics, or accordingly desired characteristics से उनको हम further analyze जो वो कर सकते हैं. Modifications of the organisms like mosquitoes, that is also done so that we can have mosquitoes or other organisms of desired characteristics. हमें पता है ये जो mosquitoes होते हैं they transmit malaria in human beings. अगर हम उनके अंदर ये feature ख़त्म कर दें, then they will not be able to transmit malaria in human beings and in other animals. So accordingly, जैसे हम mosquitoes को change कर सकते हैं, accordingly we can alter bacteria which cause different diseases in human beings. We can alter other organisms which are harmful for human beings and for other animals. So CRISPR से हम organisms को modify करके, उनके DNA को modify करके हम इस तरह change कर लेते हैं so that we can get desired characteristics in their offsprings or in other products. We all know that cloning is very important. So what is it? It's a major component of DNA technology, and it is the process of making multiple and identical copies of the gene of interest. अगर हम gene cloning की बात करें तो ज़ाहिर है जो desired characteristics वाली gene होगी उसकी millions में billions में हम copies बना लेंगे. इसी तरह अगर कोई animal है तो desired characteristics वाला animal जो है वो हम we can get that animal in multiple copies. तो ज़ाहिर है उसको हम बड़े लेवल पे हम एनिमल क्लोनिंग का नाम छोड़ देंगे. This process is important in modern biology and medicine, and cloning that may give rise to pest resistant plants. ज़ाहिर है desired characteristics में यही होगा वो plants जिनके ऊपर pest का असर कम से कम हो या वो pest resistant हो, ताकि वहाँ से हमें बेहतर तौर पे जो different तरह के characteristics हैं वो हासिल हो सकें. Similarly, we can get disease-free organisms जिनमें different diseases, viral, bacterial diseases ना हो और इस तरह उनकी production, उनकी productivity ज़्यादा हो. We can have organisms with more productivity, like we have discussed right now, so that we can get more production per area of the land. We can have vaccines which can be used in the treatment of various diseases. We can have treatment of various diseases like heart attack. We can have entirely new organisms with the desired characteristics. This is also applied in pharmaceuticals and medicine. How? So we all know that hormones like insulin, human growth hormone, and other, they are synthesized. They are also synthesized by DNA technology. And these hormones are very important for the normal development, for the normal processes in humans and also in other animals. DNA technology is also important in the development of vaccines, and it is also being used to diagnose genetic diseases such as sickle cell anemia and other diseases. And this technique is also used in the treatment of many viral and bacterial diseases. Now, in agriculture, we all know that our life somehow in one way or the other way depends on different plants and animals which are important for us. So genetically modified organisms, which are known as GMOs, they have altered genetic makeup, and their genetic makeup, their genotype is altered to have desired characteristics in those organisms. This is done by the use of genetic engineering technique, and GMOs are used for a variety of purposes, like to increase productivity from the plants, to have pest resistance in the crops, and similarly to have desired or to improve nutritional value of the crops. It is also used in the synthesis of hormones and other products like enzymes from micro-organisms like bacteria and fungi and other organisms. Recombinant DNA technology is also being used to synthesize food products with medicinal values. We can have corn that can treat cystic fibrosis and other diseases. We can have rice strain that can treat diarrhea in infants. We can have milk with some hormones or with some enzyme which are needed for human body or some for other animals. We can have foods which contain essential fatty acids, amino acids, and antibodies, which are very important as well. And we can have edible vaccines present in the different foods. Similarly, other uses of estimation and analysis of DNA, they may include criminal investigation, which may lead to identification of criminals. So जो crime scenes होते हैं उसमें जो different samples रह जाते हैं, hairs हैं, blood spots होते हैं, इसी तरह और वहाँ से हम identify करके हम criminal तक पहुँच सकते हैं और इस तरह जो criminal cases होते हैं उनको हम decide कर सकते हैं. We can have identification of mass disaster victims के ज़ाहिर बहुत ज़्यादा जिसमें casualties होती हैं उसमें हम उनको identify करने के लिए भी ये जो टेक्निक होती है उसको यूज कर सकते हैं. In the same way, we can use this in the investigation of genetic basis of different diseases like cancer, like allergy, like autoimmune diseases, and in many others. We can also trace origin of biological material. ये जो biological material है ये किस शख्स का है. अगर कोई blood spot है, अगर कोई इसी तरह से hair है, कोई nail है, तो वहाँ से हम देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह जो है कहाँ से है, इसका सोर्स कहाँ से है, किस ह्यूमन बीइंग से, किस एनिमल से ये बिलोंग करता है. इन द सेम वे वी कैन स्टडी genetic ancestry of humans and other species through this method. हम ये बता सकते हैं कि जो पर्टिकुलर स्पीशीज है एनिमल की या प्लांट्स की, इसकी ancestry क्या है, ये कहाँ से इवॉल्व हुई है. तो इस तरह इसकी बहुत ज़्यादा एप्लीकेशंस हैं और अकॉर्डिंगली इसको उन एप्लीकेशंस में यूज़ किया जाता है.